In 1988, Dottie Hinson attends the opening of the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League exhibit at the Baseball Hall of Fame. She sees many former teammates and friends, prompting a flashback to 1943, when World War II threatens to shut down Major League Baseball. Chicago Cubs owner Walter Harvey persuades his fellow owners to bankroll a women's league. Ira Lowenstein is put in charge. Scout Ernie Capadino attends an Industrial League softball game in Oregon and likes what he sees in Dottie, the catcher for a local dairy. She is not interested. She is happy with her life while waiting for her husband Bob to return from the war. Her younger sister Kit Keller, however, is desperate to get away and make something of herself. Capadino is unimpressed by Kit's batting and refuses to watch her pitch, but agrees to take her along if she changes Dottie's mind. Dottie agrees for her sister's sake. Dottie and Kit travel to Harvey Field in Chicago for the tryout. They meet taxi dancer May all the way May Mordebito and her best friend, bouncer Doris Murphy, soft-spoken right fielder Evelyn Gardner, illiterate left fielder Shirley Baker, pitcher, shortstop and former Miss Georgia beauty queen Ellen Sue Gotlander, left field, relief pitcher Betty Spaghetti Horn, second baseman Marla Hooch, first baseman Helen Haley, and Alice Skeeter Gaspers. They and 5 others constitute the Rockford Peaches, while 48 others make up the Racine Bells, Kenosha Comets, and South Bend Blue Sox. The Peaches are managed by former Star Cubs slugger Jimmy Dugan, a cynical alcoholic. He initially treats the whole thing as a joke, forcing Dottie to take over as on-field leader initially. Dugan is also abrasive toward his players. The team travels with Evelyn's spoiled bratty son Stillwell and tightly wound team chaperone Miss Cuthbert, with a Life magazine photographer in the stands. Lowenstein begs the players to do something spectacular, as the league has attracted little attention. Dottie obliges, catching a popped-up ball behind home plate while doing a split. The resulting photograph makes the magazine cover. A publicity campaign draws more people to the ball games, but the owners remain unconvinced. The teammates bond. Marla marries a man named Nelson whom she met on a raucous Roadhouse outing and leaves the team for the rest of the season. May teaches Shirley to read, and Evelyn writes a team song. Lowenstein makes Dottie the face of the league, making Kit resentful. Their sibling rivalry intensifies, resulting in Kit's trade to the Racine Bells. The Peaches end the season with the league's best record, qualifying for the World Series. Jimmy gives Betty a telegram informing her that her husband was killed in action in the Pacific Theater. Grief-stricken, she leaves the team. That evening, Dottie receives a surprise when Bob shows up, having been wounded and discharged from the army. Jimmy discovers that Dottie is going home with Bob, unable to persuade her to play in the World Series. He tells her she will regret her decision. The Peaches face the Bells in the World Series, which goes the full 7 games. Dottie rejoins the Peaches for the 7th game, while Kit is the starting pitcher for the Bells, with the Bells leading by a run in the top of the 9th. Dottie drives in the go-ahead run. Kit is distraught, but gets a second chance when she comes to bat with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. She gets a hit and, ignoring the third base coach's sign to stop, scores the winning run by knocking her sister over at the plate and dislodging the ball from Dottie's hand. The sellout crowd convinces Harvey to give Lowenstein the owner's support. After the game, the sisters reconcile before Dottie leaves with Bob. In the present, Dottie is reunited with the other players, including Kit, Capadino and Lowenstein. She sees that Jimmy died in 1987. The surviving Peaches sing Evelyn's team song and pose for a photo. During the closing credits, they play baseball at Doubleday Field.